Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Soul Calibur VI. So last time we left off, we earned ourselves a waifu, I believe. And after recording, I went and made some characters. So firstly, I made a Valkyrie. Let's go ahead and edit her so you guys can see her. This is my Valkyrie. She's named Zophiel. And then we have Zareem. Yes, that's right. Zareem has been made into this game. Although... okay. But I can't use him for this mode. So why don't we get on with my EscoNitz. Alright, so we have a new traveling companion. Our negotiations finished, I accompanied Kong Wang to his tavern, a bustling place where people offering their services negotiated with potential customers. It was there that I met a rather eccentric fellow. So no mercenaries still. Not much further now, my shop is just over there. By shop I mean, well, it's more of a tavern than anything. As I mentioned, I'm what you'd call a middleman. I connect people who want something done with the people who can do it. You could say my merchandise is people. Ho ho ho! It was safe to say I didn't trust them. I bet he wanted to appraise potential merchandise when he asked for a bodyguard. It may not be a palace, but make yourself at home. Hey old man! What do we have here? New blood? Indeed, and quite skilled. Yes, perhaps even more so than you, Mitsurugi. Oh, is that so? Hello there, stranger. My name is Heishiro Mitsurugi. I'm feeling bored. How about a friendly match? Oh boy. We get to fight Mitsurugi. Now, I really want to know what this mercenary thing is. Like, did the characters I make have a chance of coming up here? Ah! Did you hit me? Ooh. Boink. Oh! That was a counter to the face. There we go. Slash. I got my charge. Oh, also, I learned how to do it. You need to hold back while pressing R2. I didn't realize there were 3 fights. Holy cow. Oh, he got me there. Yay! Bye, Mitsurugi. What? My life bar was glowing there. I wonder why. Not bad, we'll get along just fine. Yes, you really are skilled, aren't you? Mitsurugi here is my best warrior, and that's no lie. Ha ha ha, none of the fighters here are a match for me, so it was invigorating to spar with someone of your caliber for a change. EscoNitz here has some business in Yangguang. Yangguang, what a coincidence, so do I. I've saved enough coin here to continue, so I was thinking of catching a boat there to Japan. What good fortune. Let's head to Yangguang together. Always better to have some company on the road. Yes, it will be a shame to lose you, Mitsurugi. I'm going to have to rethink my plans. Thanks for all your help, EscoNitz. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Tell him not... Of course, a merchant's word is his honor. Ho ho ho. Wow, no level up yet? I'm wondering if you need internet for mercenaries. Let's see, across the seas to the east is an island country named Japan. Mitsurugi is what they call a samurai from those parts. I left my homeland to search for a legendary sword called Soul Edge. I'm a warrior sworn to the sword. I wanted Soul Edge to help prove that a blade can be stronger than any Gashima. However, I've never found it. Bah! A dog chasing his tail has more luck than I. That's our name for rifles in Japan. Even the lowliest of soldiers can become a force to reckon with if they have one of them. But the weapon isn't what makes a warrior a warrior. When I return home, I hope to prove this. I shall abandon my search and consider my journey valuable training. Many strong warriors exist throughout the world. If I had stayed in Japan, I would never have known this. But I don't know if ships have been sailing from Yangguang. The old man says something peculiar is going on over there. Jeez, I'm tongue-tied. But he's not especially trustworthy, so why do you wish to head there? I told him the commotion in Yangguang was probably caused by the appearance of an astral fissure, and that I sought the power of the fissures. Astral fishies? Never heard of them. Still, the direction we head is the same, so I shall join you. You have nothing to fear with me near. Mitsurugi gave a hearty laugh. The road ahead was long, and we were going to have to camp on the way. His company was welcome. Mercenaries have to be people online, right? I'm confused why they keep playing the same cutscene over and over again. Hey, wake up! You were screaming in your sleep. It was noisy, so I kicked you until you woke up. Jesus! Everything okay? I explained to him that if I didn't absorb power from astral fissures, I would die. Honestly, your whole tale is hard to swallow, but I can tell something's got you jumpy at least. Very well, tomorrow we hasten our pace. It had been longer than I realized since I had last absorbed the power of an astral fissure. I needed to get one quickly. With a growing sense of urgency, I continued my journey. We stopped off at a village along our way, hoping to find some information on Yangguang and gather supplies. Welcome, welcome. You do not look well at all, EscoNitz. Eat heartily, get some fire in your belly. Who knows what awaits us on the road ahead? A true warrior must be fully prepared to fight at all times. So in other words, I won't complain if you want to order a feast. We intend to go to Yangguang, but we heard things are rough there. Do you know anything? At the mention of Yangguang, the shopkeeper's smile slipped. I heard that things there are quite bad. A number of people were attacked, and when they caught the culprit, it turned out to be one of the townspeople gone mad. Soon more and more people began acting strangely. The killings resumed, and the bodies began to pile up. That was when the panic started. You wouldn't think it now, but it used to be the most prosperous town in the area. Some of its residents have even fled here to our tiny hamlet. It was worse than I had expected. Was the astral fissure responsible? My fear for HAORAN's safety grew steadily stronger. I tried to reassure myself that he was capable of looking after himself. I hear the area around Yangguang is teeming with mad townsfolk who butcher anyone they can find. I say this for your own safety. Turn back. Your concern is appreciated, but my friend here has no intention of turning tail, isn't that right? I nodded to the grinning Mitsurugi, but unease swelled in my stomach. The sharp pains in my head showed no sign of letting up either. He has come, just as I expected. Because of the astral fissure, I assume. How should we respond? It is too soon to act. Stay your hand. He may be Aswell's creature, and you say we should merely stand by? You disapprove of my decision? Tracking Aswell is our priority. Besides, he seems to be heading to Yangguang. We can assess the threat there. Understood. Very well. Yay, time to absorb power. Ooh. Aha! Mercenaries! Are you okay? You look terrible. Well, Yangguang isn't much farther. We can rest when we get there. What's that? Help! A man was running towards us from the direction of the town. He seemed to be terrified. He's gonna kill me! Help! I don't want to die! A dark figure appeared behind the man, moving with preternatural speed. In the blink of an eye, the figure mercilessly struck down the defenseless man. Yarr! Then the dark figure noticed us. Waves of fury and bloodlust sent a sickening chill down my spine. Without hesitation, I readied my weapon. Oh, it's HAORAN! And that's when I realized it was HAORAN. Something was very wrong. His eyes glowed like embers, and his face was twisted into a menacing snarl. Blood covered his tattered clothes, barely concealing bulging muscles, which looked more like those of a monster than a well-trained fighter. There was no trace of HAORAN's calm demeanor and ready smile, but it was without a doubt him. Grr, you! His voice was a bestial growl. A mad grin broke across his face as he licked the blood from his weapon. He stared at me for a long moment, then turned and ran towards Yangguang. So that's one of these mad townsfolk, huh? Vicious. The man HAORAN murdered laid still before me. I couldn't believe what I'd just seen. What's wrong? Still in shock, I explained everything to Mitsurugi. I see, as a friend you wish to help him, right? That may not be possible. I have fought many a warrior in my time, so I could tell. He gloried in that kill. If he's gone that far gone, I doubt we'll be able to reason with him. He might be beyond our help. What had happened to HAORAN? I thought back to what Zasalamo had told me. Many malfested lose all sense of reason, becoming violent, and attack people. Astral fissures exude a massive amount of force that will either destroy anyone weak who dares approach it, or turn them into a malfested. It was likely that HAORAN had been transformed into a malfested by the astral fissure in Yangguang. While I stood there lost in thought, a young man appeared and approached us. Excuse me, do you know my brother by any chance? He must have been talking about HAORAN. Looking closer, I saw that the young man had the look of a martial artist on him. My name is Hao Yu. That murderer, HAORAN, he's my brother. Hao Yu knelt down next to the corpse of the man from town. He's become something terrible. After a silent prayer, Hao Yu slowly stood up. Yangguang is fraught with danger. Come with me. I tried, but I could not stop HAORAN, so I have a favor I need to ask of you. Judging by his stride, Hao Yu was injured. Nevertheless, he appeared filled with determination. Oh. Man. Please, forgive me for interrupting your journey. I asked him what happened to HAORAN. After my brother returned from his journey, how can I explain it? It all began when he volunteered to inspect an unusual rift that had appeared. Apparently, he'd seen something similar on his travels. That was where everything started to go wrong. With each passing day, my brother began acting stranger and stranger. He started to speak crudely and grew needlessly violent, and one day, he just left. We trained together all the time, but I was too scared to do anything at first. After that, well, you saw it for yourself, he became a monster. Soon, many others became like HAORAN. They began slaughtering each other. However, none could match my brother's martial prowess. I never thought I'd see his training used for such evil. For a short while, we all fell silent. Then Hao Yu looked at me, his eyes filled with determination. I practically worshipped my brother. He was always so noble, kind, and strong. He would help anybody who needed it without hesitation. That's why I wish to stop him now. I beg you, kill him. End his suffering. Hao Yu's injury was no doubt affecting his ability to fight, but his will remained strong. Can he be saved? I searched hard for another way, be it through medicine, magic, anything, but every road led to failure, and nothing I could do helped. None in Yangguang, who suffered the same fate as my brother, could be brought back either. Hao Yu's expression was filled with pain, but his grim acceptance of the situation only served to emphasize the strength of his resolve. There may still be a way. In Shangsu, where my brother and I studied, people spoke of a legendary old man who may know how to resist this evil. The stories about him were always vague, and besides, it would take many a day simply to reach the temple. Ask if he wants. None of this is easy for me. However, if nothing is done, Yangguang will become a ghost town. My brother's sins are already too many. If he were in my position, he'd do the same. Hao Yu's voice trembled slightly when he spoke. Thank you again for agreeing to help. It must be fate for an acquaintance of my brother to show up during these dark times. For eyes so young, they seemed filled with exceptional resolve. I knew that I, too, would have to prepare myself for what lay ahead. Ooh. Battle time. Hao Yu had made up his mind. Now it was my time. HAORAN had fallen victim to malfestation, and I had to decide what I had to do. I have reduced health, and my opponent has increased attack power. Okay. Hao Yu led us into the forest, where he said he would find HAORAN. Here, this is where my brother and I used to train. The forest was eerily quiet, however I could feel unfriendly eyes following our every move. You king! HAORAN stepped out from the shadow. Draw your weapon. I thirst for blood. HAORAN breathed erratically, like a possessed beast, and his eyes were filled with an insatiable bloodlust. He was ready to attack at any moment. HAORAN, stop all of this, please! Hao Yu, give it up. You cannot stop me. I was both shocked and sad to see what HAORAN had become. I asked him how a warrior like him could lose control like this, and he froze. I may have looked like a decent human being, but I always knew that was not so. A dark shadow dwelled in my heart. I wanted to become like this, to crave the sight of blood, to know the ecstasy of tearing into flesh. These were the ravings of a madman. I traded my body and mind to keep the darkness within from escaping. But the stronger I became, the stronger the conflict within me grew. Why did I seek strength? Why? Why? I knew why. HAORAN readied his weapon, then let out a terrifying howl. Do you think yourself a true warrior? Then prove it! Show me the darkness that lurks inside you. Time to murder HAORAN.
Battle 1. Fight! Come on now! Gotcha! This is gonna hurt! It's so perfect!
Man, HAORAN, I already beat you once. Time for me to beat you again. Ow. Dang, I just cleaved him.
Battle 2. Fight!
Ow, ow. Ow. You messed up.
Poor baby.
Reversal edge kill. There we go. So, is this an option time? HAORAN lay on the floor, defeated. My head throbbed and the world spawned. Wasn't sure if it was because of adrenaline or the influence of the astral chaos. I had to decide what to do about HAORAN. I can either take his life, which leads to evil, or show him mercy. With a sharp rap to the head, I knocked HAORAN out. HAORAN! Despite everything, I couldn't bring myself to kill him. EscoNitz. As long as there was hope, I had to try to save him. Carrying the unconscious HAORAN, we made our way to Hao Yu's retreat. Are we gonna do anything about that, you know, the fissure right there? A deal. The road to Lingxing Su is long. We should prepare well. This fool could go wild again at any moment. Perhaps we should tie him up. how you helped me prepare for the journey ahead. Even Mitsurugi did his part. They had left the retreat to find horses. My head throbbing with pain, I thought about Yang Guang. Heading to Ling Shang-Su meant giving up on the astral fissure. Suddenly, I heard a voice behind me. What do you intend to do with the outsider? A man dressed in black was standing within a striking distance. I hadn't even noticed him approach. Perhaps you don't have anything to do with... Never mind. You must have taken leave of your senses to attempt to help an outsider. That thing is no longer human, and its mind is not its own. How do you plan on traveling in company with a rabid beast? Let us make a deal. I have a medicine that will temporarily suppress the evil gnawing at the heart of this outsider. It is yours, if you agree to meet me at a place of my choosing after you finish your task. I'll agree, I guess? Very good. However, I must warn you that if you renege, the price you pay will be great indeed. We will be watching you. When you have done what you must do, head west to HAORAN. You'll find a ruined castle. What you seek, it lies there. Oh, and come alone. Do you not understand that you are but one of many who seek it? Make haste. Those final words, the man simply vanished. Ooh. Cool. Okay, let's check out the recruitment. So we have Francisca. We already have this guy. We don't. So I already have a scythe, so I don't need him. Let's give her a try. I think that's a lot more damage. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, that has a bonus on it too. Nice. Cool. Nah, I'll just hire the one. Let's head out. Preparations complete. All that was left was to do was depart. HAORAN was silent. The medicine had put him into some sort of deep, deep slumber. Hey EscoNitz, did Hao Yu tell you the news? According to Mitsurugi, the chaos in Yangguang had abated. I'll be staying in Yangguang. A ship should leave for Japan eventually. It seemed this was where Mitsurugi and I would part ways. I want to go with you, but with this injury, please help my brother. Hao Yu saw us off as we left for Ling Shang-Su. So long, EscoNitz, until we meet again. Safe journey, and take care. Headed towards Ling Shang-Su with the comatose HAORAN in tow. Ran into a group of soldiers on the road. Given my situation, the last thing I needed was any trouble. That's what I got. I kind of want to test her out. You know what? Screw it. Okay. Hey, stop there. You came from Yangguang, right? Everyone leaving Yangguang must submit to a thorough investigation. What's that you have there? Show me at once. Before I had a chance to protest, the soldier ripped open the cloth, revealing HAORAN. Well, what the? Master HAORAN? What did you do to him? You'll pay for this. Seize him. Idiot. So I'm not fighting as myself, I'm fighting as Francesca. Oh. I'm actually not controlling this. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like having mercenaries. I like how they're both using the same weapon, though. Hey, Francesca, you want to do more than just stand there? Attack him, please. Nope, nope. Finish him off. Finish him off. Finish him off. Oh my... Thank you. I'm never using a mercenary again. Wait, she has to win 2? Nice. Bad. Fight him? Don't just stand there. Game. What was that?
Battle 1. Fight.
Mercenaries are dumb. Damn you, you're too strong. In an attempt to calm the soldier, I told him I was a friend of HAORAN's. I explained what happened to HAORAN and what I was hoping to do. So, he's not dead. It's all so hard to believe, but you're right, he has a pulse. Master HAORAN taught me martial arts. HAORAN's a friend too. The soldier went quiet for a while, then nodded slightly and put away his sword. Okay, I believe you. You can go. Master HAORAN's fate is in your hands. You could have just done fucked up and made it... I want to go there again. Alright, well. According to Haoyu, Ling Shengsu was nearby. However, neither it nor any monks were to be seen. Without warning, the pain in my head grew almost unbearable. Are you okay? It was an old white-haired man. This is not good. Stay still. Om Vajra is the... Does that feel a little better? How the old man was able to ease my pain, I don't know, but I thanked him profusely. On second glance, this was no ordinary man. He had piercing blue eyes and appeared in peak physical condition. From his bearing, he was a powerful warrior. I recalled what Haoyu said about a legendary martial arts master who taught at Ling Shengsu. Apparently, the master only left his meditations to pass on his knowledge. The man standing before me fit Haoyu's description. He had to be the one I sought. Hastily, I told him everything, what Haoyu had told me, how HAORAN had become malfested, and about the medicine I received from the man in black. I see. As he listened to my story, his expression grew serious. Follow me. The burden of fate. My journey led me to a temple constructed in a cave deep in the mountains, where an elderly man had a request for me. Defeat your opponent. So, yeah, she's gone already. Yeah, mercenaries suck. The man led me to a beautiful temple deep in the mountains, surrounded by clear bubbling streams. Not a person was in sight. We entered a comfortable, if sparse, stone room, and the man took his keys. Is there anything you would like to ask me? It appears to be an ancient medicine from Western Europe. It could only have been made with knowledge long thought lost. Likely, only those who have inherited a long history and great purpose still possess the skill and knowledge to craft it. It appears that the evil has not consumed him completely yet. I may be able to help you restore him, however, it is he who must cast off the darkness that has afflicted him. Only if his heart is strong enough can he be saved. You are special. A great power sleeps within you. You have been swept up in a grand destiny, and where it will take you is uncertain. There is a young man here who has a similar fate. I would like you to spar with him. Confused though I was, I saw no reason to refuse his request. He had agreed to help save HAORAN, so I happily accepted. Kilik, your next opponent awaits. Who's this? Fight, and perhaps the answer will become clear. As you wish, Master. Damn! Don't even give him what's up. Just like, fight him. Do it now, bitch! Yeah, I was wondering what it was.
Thank you for indulging me in this battle.
So Kilik's interesting because his transformation, the one you saw me use earlier in the episode, is actually a special one.
Battle 2. Fight.
No, you don't. They like the computer likes using kicks, and I don't know why. Ow. No. Bad Kilik. That's gonna bounce. See, there's the kick again. Man, this weapon looks cool. I just realized the looks of it. Ow. Again with the kicks. You gonna kick me again? Bye, Kilik.
Poor baby.
Yay! I love that. Poor baby! So, did you learn something? Yes, I saw equilibrium, barely maintained between self and darkness. I see, then the time has almost come. Master? Do not concern yourself. Well, off with you. You have yet to finish your daily training. Yes, Master. Kilik bowed and left. The sun had set, but it appeared he still had training to do. Okay. Returning to the temple, I asked the old man if I had been of help. When the time comes, all will be clear. HAORAN showed no signs of waking. I had no choice but to leave him with the old man, though I wasn't sure if he could help. He seems to have been a devoted martial artist. His body is strong, so I expect he will wake up in good time. I remembered that HAORAN said he had trained in order to gain control of himself. Those faced with evil must face themselves. HAORAN knew he had darkness in his heart. Could he live with his sins? The only one with that answer was HAORAN. It would no doubt be a difficult question to face. You too will have to answer sooner or later. Startled, I looked at the old man. He stared at me intensely, his eyes filled with wisdom and sadness. It was as though there was nothing he didn't know. Before I knew it, I was telling him about everything that had happened to me. He listened calmly and patiently. I see, so you are another who wishes to seize their own destiny. My head began to throb, reminding me I needed to find an astral fissure. I explained that I had to go to Crow Reina and thank the old man for his help with HAORAN. He nodded. Kilik approached me as I was preparing to leave. Hello, EscoNitz. Master told me to help you prepare for the treacherous mountain roads ahead. We hadn't known each other long, but I felt a connection to Luke. I have a feeling our paths will cross again. When we do, I hope we can have a rematch. Kilik saw me off, and I began my journey to HAORAN. Ah, yes, helping me prepare by giving me tea. Ruslan. The cart I happened across was stacked high with weapons. A gigantic man at its helm, however, appeared loath to share and demanded something from me. Okay, you want to fight? Let's fight! On the way to HAORAN, I came across a wagon packed full of weapons. Likely an arms merchant, I mused over where the cart was heading, when suddenly the cart shuddered to a stop. The cart shook as a huge man stepped down. He was as big as a boulder. You hold strong weapon. I am Ruslan. Strong weapon. You look weak. Boss should have weapon. Ruslan came at me, swinging his giant axe. It was clear there was no reasoning with him, so I hurriedly drew my weapon.
Battle 1. Fight!
Da-da-da. Cheese time! Takes more damage from low attacks, huh? Trophy earned untouchable. Look at that energy. Boop, boop, boop. Bye, buddy.
Poor baby!
You should have learned you should have known better than to attack me. The fight ended when Ruslan's gigantic body struck the cart, causing an avalanche to fall on top of him and pin him to the ground. Cannot move! Some of the weapons looked like they would come in handy on my journey. I could steal a weapon, or... yeah. You are strong, but boss is stronger. Strength, all that matters. Who cares what weak little you want? You keep your weapon for now, but I know your smell. Next time I take weapon. Message. HAORAN was near. I would likely arrive before sundown. Two people appeared, seemingly out of thin air. They were dressed in all black, like the man in Yanglong. Hey there, easy now. We have a message for you. Sir Grow is waiting for you in HAORAN. Grow? Was that the man in black's name? Dion, I am not sure it is wise to trust him. Fret not, Natalie. Remember that Aswell is no doubt nearby. Which means we are needed back at base. Exactly, it would be difficult for us to assist Sir Grow in this. Best thing we can do right now is stand aside. You there, head to the Astral Fissure. Our message is delivered, so we take our leave of you. With that, they both simply vanished. Something was happening, that was for sure. It sounded like time was of the essence. Thinking back, the Astral Fissure in Yanglong had disappeared quite suddenly. The messengers were telling the truth. When I arrived at the Astral Fissure in HAORAN, the man in black, Grow, was waiting for me, but he was not alone. Ooh. Berserk, huh? The Astral Fissure floated in the air above the weathered ruin. It cast an ominous light, distorted ever so slightly by the scorching heat of the desert. As I thrust both of my arms into the Astral Fissure, a stream of power surged through me. Oh no, this is a sight to behold. The man in black, Grow, appeared seemingly out of nowhere. Answer me, why do you seek the power of the astral fissure? He quickly described what had happened to me and told him that I would die without the power of the astral fissures. Much of your story rings false, but some of what you say does match our information. I shall give you the benefit of the doubt. Next time we meet, I will have answers from you, but I have more pressing matters to attend to now. As well, he will no doubt appear soon. If what you say is true, he is your enemy too. Grow fell silent. Who was this Aswell? The qualifiers had mentioned the name too. I waited with Grow, a feeling of unease gripping my chest. Blessed be, the astral fissures actually disappeared. Aswell. Why, if it isn't my darling Grow, how on earth have you been? I came to retrieve the spirit sword fragment from your filthy hands and make you pay for your crimes with your life. I'd expected nothing less of the evil organization's top dog. Such mindless loyalty. You simply wouldn't be you without it. Oh, have you been making friends, Grow? I thought my memory was second to none, but I fail to recall seeing this character while I was still with the organization. What color me befuddled? You're an odd one, aren't you? Why on earth would you be here if you aren't with the organization? No, don't tell me. Let me guess for myself. Yes, I see. In the blink of an eye, his expression and manner went from mockingly ostentatious to contemplative, his tone sharp and serious. You must be the one who took care of the astral fissure that was here, correct? Ha 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 ha! Oh, happy days to think I'd meet someone like you, and I got to see my little Grow, too. Wonderbar. Well, hello there. You were involved in everything that's happened in India, correct? Fascinating. You exude the same aura as an astral fissure. Oh, I see. How intriguing. Such an interesting specimen. It is clear why my darling Grow here would be smitten with you. Well, it appears the stage is set for you and I to put on a wondrous performance. Ah, fight over astral fissures. Such a dramatic setting. I can barely contain my excitement. I simply cannot wait to meet you again. Adieu. You will not escape. Grrr. Grow moved to pursue Aswell, but the strange man's minion stood in his path. This is just a little gift from me to you, my darling Grow. Doesn't it just bring back memories of your little friend Curtis? You bastard! These inconsequential creatures are merely failed experiments. They pose quite the threat in a group, don't they? Oh, how scary, but please, save your glares for someone who cares. You think I feel no pain? I feel for them, I do. They were a necessary step on the path to humanity's salvation. Ah, such tragedy. I can hardly bear it. Anyhow, while I do enjoy our conversations, every moment I must endure these wretches' company pains me to no end. On Aswell's command, the malfested soldiers attacked. Whoa! Cool. Now, we know number one's like a samurai guy. What is the second one? Whoa. It's a bard. Bye. Oh, it's one of these guys. Not Mitsurugi. Bye, buddy.
Poor baby.
Go in. I like it in the fight with that attack.
Your soul surges in
Yay, level up. Ooh, I got 4 levels from that. Oh, because I absorbed an astral fissure. By the time we had dispatched the malfested soldiers, Aswell was nowhere in sight. I believe we're done here. Grow was a formidable warrior. Likely he could have handled all those enemies alone. I'm going to ask him about Aswell. I do not know his ultimate goal, but he is absorbing the power of the astral fissures in its pursuit. That is why I said he is your enemy. Aswell is also a traitor to our organization. One of my missions is to dispose of him. After everything that happened, Grow seemed a little more open to questions. I asked him to tell me more about his group. The evil organization's purpose is to destroy those who have lost their humanity, outsiders. I am still unsure whether or not you are one of them. You have absorbed astral fissures, so normally I would not hesitate to dispose of you. Let us make a deal. Judging by your movements up to this point, you do not know where the astral fissures will appear, correct? We can provide you with that information. In return, you work with us to take care of the fissures. Know that your answer here will help me decide whether or not you are an outsider who must be destroyed. What say you? I believe it to be an attractive offer. Girl was spot on when he told me an astral fissure would appear in Proranum. Such information would be incredibly useful to me. At the moment, I had no way of knowing where to head next. After some consideration, I took Grow up on his offer. Your power will help us achieve our goal. However, if I detect any signs of treachery, I will cut you down where you stand. First, we must depart this desert. Once that has been accomplished, I will tell you where to find the next astral fissure. So, what about HAORAN? Ooh. Look at that. On Grow's order, we made our way through the desert, where, once again, the two qualifiers appeared. This time, however, Valkyrie had changed considerably. This wind does not bode us well. Pick up the pace. Hey, your breathing is ragged. Can you continue? Lies cannot fool me. You have been dragging your legs for some time. Enemies are approaching. It is okay to act strong, but in battle you must be strong. Ready yourself. It has been a long time, Grow. So you still haven't washed your hands of that pathetic little group of yours? What a fool. You don't know beauty when you see it. If you still insist on opposing Lord Aswell, I will have to strip your flesh from your bones here and now. Try it. The ones who cannot escape death are traitors, like Aswell and you. Always barking, aren't you? Come, Valtro, show them the results of the experiment. Shut your mouth. Don't give me orders. I'm going to use this power to Lord Aswell gave me to crush you. And I'm going to just stab you with my scythe right in your chest. I don't believe that weapon choice was an option though, was it? The ring? Ow! Oh, he broke my chest piece. You bitch.
The soul of a warrior. Now
Yeah, I know I lost.
to rest.
Man. Oh! Okay. Man. Wow, you cannot hurt me! Valtro was a large man, but the strength and stamina he now showed was unnatural. Now, you know the power of an ascended warrior. This is the fruit of Lord Aswell's research. Lord Aswell told me about his experiments on you, Grow. He said you were a great help to him. Lord Aswell spoke highly of you. You were the first subject infected with malfestation to be able to retain their sense of self, after all. I see. Now, Valtro, unleash your full power. Repay your debt to Lord Aswell. I would love it if you use your power too, Gro. I'm thrilled at the prospect of observing how our older experiments measure up against our latest masterpiece. Ah, the mission truly is a thing of beauty. Lord Aswell chose me. I have surpassed the human race. When I finally passed the test, he smiled. He gave me his love. I'll crush you with the power as Lord Aswell gave me. Valtro charged us with unbelievable speed. Instinctively, I closed my eyes and braced it for impact. Huh? There was a dull thud, and Valtro cried out in confusion and dismay. I opened my eyes to see Gro blocking Valtro with only his left arm. Surpassed the human race? Is that what Aswell said? Gro's voice was dripping with murderous intent, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Gro's left eye was glowing with a malicious blood-red light. His right eye is glowing too. Very well. You wish to know what it is like to surpass the human race? Then know this, outsider. In a flash, Valtro fell to the ground, spurting blood. Deliver this message to Aswell for me. Perform whatever experiments, create whatever soldiers like you. It doesn't matter. All who stand in my way will die. No, this isn't beautiful at all. Daniel and his allies fled into the swirling winds of the growing sandstorm. Only once they had completely disappeared did Gro relax and the deadly aura he gave off abate. Hey, Gro, you want to teach me how to do that? Okay. I got a stone out of this guy's blood. Now, just checking. No, that's not it. Yeah, we don't have one of those the weapons. How come all these enemies get to choose that weapon? The sandstorm was worse than we'd imagined, so we took cover at some ruins half buried in the sand. I couldn't get what had happened out of my mind and found myself staring at Gro's left arm. If you have something to say, then say it. This is the power of an outsider. I became infected on a mission when I was injured in a fierce battle against one of them. Aswell treated the wound. Likely he is partially to blame for what has become of me. But know this, I will use every tool at my disposal to carry out my duties, be it this power or you. Who's Curtis? He was a friend. I killed him. There is nothing else to say. His experiments were always too risky, too dangerous, even back when he was one of us. After his betrayal, he formed the Qualifiers. They're a group of fanatics who worship the very ground he walks on. Aswell selects the human guinea pigs for his mad experiments from their numbers. Very well. We waited for the sandstorm to pass in silence, though I grew more and more impatient with every wasted moment. Gro sat motionless, his face betraying no emotion. This is nothing compared to the blizzards in my homeland. Even the fearsome Gro had a place he called home. The thought made him seem somehow less threatening and more human. So what happened to the outsider you picked up in Yangguang? I see. I could barely believe that you were serious about carrying a bound outsider to some mountain temple, but I suppose that's what I perceived as foolishness allowed you to save his life. It seemed that the sandstorm had finally died down. Let's go. There's a city not far from here. We'll speak about the astral fissure there. Well, I'm on chapter 3 now. Oh, hey, we're about to get another shop. Ooh, a smithy! After an arduous journey across the harsh desert, I found myself in the oasis city of Kashgar. I have arranged to meet my subordinates here. Forgive my tardiness, sir. And, what have they decided? Sir, the 12 have spoken. Although it is unclear whether or not the subject is an outsider, the majority have voted to allow him to accompany us on our mission. They're treating this as a special case. Understood. Sir, I have one more thing to report. You found Aswell, or have you located another astral feature? Neither. The 12 wish for you to investigate a facility in the Kashgar suburbs and destroy it if possible. I have the orders here. So Aswell was here. Dion, Natalie. Head to the facility and carry out the mission. Sir! Understood. Dion and Natalie walked off. I asked Gro what our next move was. He turned to face me. The location of the astral fissure remains unknown, but be ready to leave whenever necessary. When your preparations are complete, meet me here. So this is where... Nope. As I walked around the market enjoying its hustle and bustle, I saw a woman trying to attract the attention of customers. She told me she was a blacksmith and she had a favor to ask. Okay. Blocking still deals damage. Wandering through the city, I heard the cheerful voice shouting to the crowd. I noticed an energetic young woman standing in front of a shop. Gather around! Behold Bolta, the blacksmith's most beautiful blade, forged by a legendary blacksmith. It boasts untold sharpness. Despite her best efforts, the passerbys did just that. Passed her by. Nothing today either, The girl caught sight of me. Hey you, that's a fine weapon you got there. You look capable of handling yourself too. I need you to do something for me. Here's payment up front. She tossed it over a bag of coin, then drew the sword she had been trying to sell and pointed it at me. It's time for a demonstration. Don't worry, I'll go easy on you. Ooh, what type of sword is she using? Right here. Raphael style. I really should do, I'm probably going to do some more side missions coming up. Am I losing now? What do you think? Thanks, that'll get their attention. Well, everyone, now that you've witnessed the sword in action, why not buy it? I'll even throw in something extra to sweeten the pot. The demonstration seemed to have been a success. People crowded around her. Some seemed very interested in her other merchandise, too. What an excellent choice. This is our latest axe design. When a swarm of customers eventually dispersed, the blacksmith walked over to me, smiling broadly. You really saved my skin. If you want to show off a weapon, you gotta use it, right? I complimented her on her passion and courage, and her innovative sales techniques, and she grew flustered. Nah, I'm not really doing this for the thrill of commerce. I need the money. I got something I need to get back. Anyway, who cares about that? The name's Bolta, and I'm the boss here at the smithy. Well, I mean, I'm the only one who works here, so yeah. Anyway, take this as a token of my thanks. I don't just make weapons, you know, I upgrade them too. That material I just gave you is used to do just that. If you need me to upgrade a weapon, you know where to find me. Cool. I finished my preparations and went to meet Gro. He was waiting for me. Good, you're here. The situation has changed. Dion and Natalie should have reached the facility by now, but I have yet to hear word from them. Something likely happened. We're going after them. No. Let us make haste. I mean... Solar, alright. Alright. Let's see, what do you got? That's a lot of damage. I think that's just level for me, too. Yeah, nice. Oh. Okay. Let's see how enhancements work. Let's go ahead and... Bolta wasn't her usual chipper self. I wondered if there was something I could do to help as a thank you for all her kindness. Their high attacks do more damage, but their other attacks are weakened. Okay. Bustling streets of Kashgar were dyed by the colors of the setting sun. I opened a familiar door, and the ringing of the blacksmith's hammer paused. Welcome! Oh, it's EscoNitz. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'm just finishing up. Let's have a drink. Go on, drink up now. Bolta's cheer seemed forced. There was something bothering her, so I asked what it was. She smiled bitterly. Rats, that obvious? The Royal Army wants to take another look at the people who make their equipment, so they're holding an exhibition. That sort of position carries a lot of honor, so I'd normally leap at the chance, but the competition's stiff. Another smith called Yashin's been making a real name for himself lately. His work isn't great, but his prices can't be beat. I want to go in the opposite direction. This is a smithy with techniques that have been passed down for generations. The effort I put into the metal makes it something special. But my sources of good iron have dried up. There's not much time until the exhibition, and I was wondering how I'd get my hands on some decent material. I asked if I could lend her a hand, and Bolta smiled sheepishly. I knew you were a man I could count on. I didn't want to trouble you, but here we are. Thanks for the help. 2 days' travel from the city was a wide salt lake. Much of it had dried up, even leaving a flat, white expanse of land. This used to be the bottom of the sea, and high-quality iron sand accumulated here over the century. This land belongs to the local lord, but he's given us permission to gather sand here today. Yeah, but you didn't get permission from us, so get out of here. You're Asen's thugs. Humph, you never give up. I guess we'll have to convince you the hard way. Good, I get to murder some idiots. Oh, you're level 18. It's Aladdin, guys! Prince Ali, fabulous, he all we are about. He is dead. You know, the AI in this game is really bad. Alright, well. Damn you, we won't forget this. Watch your backs. The ruffians uttered one last threat before fleeing the beach. That lot works for Asen, a local mercenary captain. He's of noble birth, but fortune comes and goes, right? Bolta muttered as she grasped her pick. Something was on her mind, but this was not the time to cry. The smith dug quickly through the layers of salt, revealing... There we are. Yes, this is the quality I was looking for. I really owe you for this. Thanks. Bolta gave me a delighted smile. Are we building a harem? Okay, so all you can do is add bonuses. You can't really upgrade them. Oh, really? Wait. I can't, on 20,000, go that far? Because of the damn mountains? That is dumb. Let's go here. None shall forget. The tournament. Capture these? Yeah. In search of strength. Those in search of strength are just... all the way back here. This is bounty for... in search of strength. The cursed. Fading light. Wonder... I guess because I'm going through these mountains. Alright, well... either way, this is a good place to call it, so I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.